Refresh your essentials right now at Kohl's and take an extra 15% off. With an extra 15% off, women's LC Lauren Conrad denim is just $31.44. Women's New Balance sneakers are $55.24. And select Hamilton Beach kitchen electrics are only $18.69. Plus, get Kohl's Cash. Spring savings store-wide, Kohl's Cash for you. Right now, only at Kohl's. Select styles. Offer valid April 13th through 22nd with promo code SPRINGFUN15. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio in high fidelity.
Goldilocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Enjoy this presentation of the Jimmy Mack Healing Show.
Hey y'all, it's Jimmy Mack coming to you live from the west coast of Florida. We're thrilled to be here. The weather's beautiful, and we're always excited about that. We've had a lot of storms and fronts, and what a crazy, wild, groundhoggy winter, right? So we're happy everybody's here. Certainly get in on the call today. It's always fun. We always mix it up. We're here every Tuesday at 12 noon. Call-in number is 713-955-0594. You're going to want to press 1 so that the producer knows that you're raising your hand. And appreciate everybody being on the line today. And, of course, listening to the show. Always keep in mind the replay as well. We are on Spreaker and Blog Talk and iHeart and a whole bunch of other locations. So even this show, after it is aired, you can listen to the recording. And any changes that we make or help as far as contributions to callers, if it's thyroid or relationship issue or whatever it may be, if you resonate with that and that's something you're struggling with, just know by all means that what we do can help you as well. So it's very powerful. It's very encoded. We're excited to bring it all to you, of course. And I want to let everybody know also, we had a great launch on our audio MP3 that just came out, and now we're going to feature sleep. You know, I don't know too many people that are getting enough sleep, that's for certain. So sleep is huge. My family practice doctor friend always said, Jimmy, people have no idea how much healing they can get if they could just get their bodies to get 2 or 3 nights good sleep. And so I love that. What a great statement, right? And from a healer himself, definitely. Even though he's Western, is definitely in there with the body healing itself. So love that. And next week is the last Tuesday of the month, as everybody knows. We're going to have on our trans medium Reverend Debbie Deanspear, of course, and all she does is communication with the dead, or as she calls it. So anybody that has loved ones, whether they be pets or your Uncle Henry, or you want to say hi to mom or dad or get a message from sibling or a long-lost friend, boy, that's the show to be on. That's one of our most popular shows. So be sure to tune in next Tuesday at 12 noon. If you're not already on our email list, that has all the links and call-in numbers and everything you're going to need. And you definitely want to be on that. It is info@jimmymackhealing.com. So, yeah, I know the sound's cutting in and out. It's more blog talk, I think, than me. So hopefully it's going to get better as we go along. All right. So for today's show, we're excited to have on the program with me. It's going to be Bill Austin, and he's local as well. He's a spiritual healer, a teacher, artist, writer, and visionary. And he helps people like himself, healers, of course, teachers, artists, spiritual seekers, and creative souls and light workers. And, of course, even starseeds to heal and grow and succeed. I've been following Bill Austin for a long time on YouTube. He's got a really deep channel. He does a lot of downloads and a lot of healing holograms, and aptly His website is www.healingholograms.com. So you're definitely going to want to check that out too. Hey, Bill, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Jimmy?
Doing good, buddy. I'm happy to have you on and meet you live in the field. And gosh, it's all good. You've been at it for a long, long time as far as YouTube videos and that sort of thing, right?
Yeah, I began in YouTube, I think, about 2005 after it came out. I was really excited by the potential of transmitting healing energies in a new format. I always like, I guess as you're probably aware, I believe that people are coded to receive healing in different ways. So I try to appeal to a lot of different ways, like through visual, through art, or audio and visual through the videos and audio recordings, etc. So, yeah.
Love it. Excellent. Tell folks how to get a hold of you.
Well, my main website is www.healingholograms.com, and my YouTube channel is, I think it's Heal with Bill. You can go to the website and find more information about that. The channel, I think, is Heal with Bill. So,
Heal with Bill, yeah. I love your channel. That's really deep to be in it that long to, actually be in YouTube when it first came out. So I love that, and I know you have a lot of great transmissions and varied subjects and that sort of thing. So I just think it's very profound. So welcome to the show. We're excited. We'll grab some callers and feel free to interject or let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about as well. I always let my guests go first, of course. So we'll see what comes up from Spirit. Maybe you can help some of these folks. 201 is our first caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Rose calling from New Jersey.
Hey, Rose. How are you?
Hey,
You have a question for Bill today?
Well, my question's about work and career. Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
We'd like it as well as
Okay,
possible.
I wasn't calling for healing, so I wasn't sure. I have been applying for various positions, and I'm wondering if you see me getting a job in the near future.
well, it feels like some of the jobs are more aligned energetically with others. And what type of field are you trying to enter, Rose?
Financial services is the field that I've been applying to.
Yeah, it doesn't feel. It feels like there's a little bit of an energetic disconnect with that. Is that your passion?
Well, yeah.
Okay. So you're looking for jobs with banks or investment companies?
Yes.
So let's work. Do you mind if I transmit healing to everyone on the call? Let's just clear, transmute, or release, and dissolve with all any blocks people have to finding the most divine ideal job. Would that be okay?
Sure,
Love
thank
that.
you.
Now, I do need people to, I don't transmit energy blindly to people. I need you to accept the healing if you want to accept the healing. So all you have to do, I'm going to say the words transmission begin, and then I'm going to transmit to each of us energy to help us to find the most perfect possible job and employment for each of us, and to clear any blocks we have to allowing that. It feels like you're blocked, specifically, Rose, it feels like you're blocked in allowing it to come to you and opening to receive, which is a common issue for people. So when I say the words transmission begins, all you have to do on your end is just set the intent to be open to receive the healing if you want to receive the healing. If you don't want to receive the healing, just say, Creator, no, I do not want to accept the healing. Okay, I'm going to put down the phone and just transmit energy to everyone on the call, and to everyone on the call that will listen to the call in the future that or come into connection with this recording in any way whatsoever that would like to desire healing around finding the most perfect possible job, about clearing, releasing, and dissolving with all any blocks, resistance, or self-sabotage may have to being open to receive, allowing our highest good, finding the most perfect possible opportunities to use our gifts and services, letting our light shine. Okay, and I'm going to transmit now. You probably heard me yawning on the phone. Like, I put it down a little bit, but when I yawn, it's because I connect into the energy of anyone that will either hear or receive this transmission. And as you clear stuff, I begin yawning. And good luck to you, Rose.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Rose, if you want to stand up, we'll rock some stuff out for you real quick. How about that?
Sure.
Okay, so what you want to do is face due north. I feel like what Bill did last week on deserving and worthy of working, and I think he's picking up on energetically. You're not too overly excited about financial services. It may be what you do, but it's certainly not your passion, if that makes sense. So want to take out, and if you want to stand up, face due north, it's strong mountain pose in yoga.
Okay.
It's going to feel like somebody's pulling you forward for yes and pushing you backwards for no. So if you say, my name is Rose, it'll pull you forward.
I say what?
My name is Rose, it will pull you forward. It'll feel like a pull forward.
Okay. My name is Rose.
Feel the drift?
Yes.
Awesome. So right now, when I'm in it, there's a weakness as far as work goes. I'm going to pull you forward to yes on that. And I'm going to release that weakness. It's going to pull you back when it leaves. You'll feel it drift backwards when it leaves. Feel the pull?
Yes.
Awesome. Still going backwards? It'll bring you back to neutral once it's done. So let us know where you're at. It is a radio show.
I guess I'm back in neutral.
Okay, good. That's fantastic. So that's us taking out the weakness of that as far as work goes. And we're going to give you more energy towards receiving, deserving, and worthy. I'm just putting that in there right now for an energetic prayer for you. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Yep, absolutely. And I don't get that it's banks per se, by the way. You're more adept to trading. If that makes sense.
Or what?
More adept to trading. In other words, not just banking, but the trading firms. I feel like you're going to find something in that. Does that make sense? Yeah, stocks, bonds, precious commodities, minerals, whatever. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be looking pretty heavy in that sector because I feel like you're going to get something along that line.
All right.
It could even be.
And can I add a little bit to that, Jimmy? It feels to me like it'd be advising people financially. There's trading and investing, but there's also helping people with their finances, and that feels like more. It feels like you're more heart-oriented, so some of your path is bringing the heart into the financial world. Does that make sense, Rose?
No, actually, I do administrative work. I'm not an advisor, and I'm not involved in the finance end of it.
Well, for now, we're just saying you certainly would like to make a difference, is what we're trying to say.
Yes.
No matter whether you're on the stock exchange floor or the secretary, administrative, whatever you are, we're just talking more about bringing compassion and loving kindness into it and actually care and follow through. And if you tell somebody you're going to call them back, you do it. So, which is pretty rare. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's what Bill's picking up on is
you have a lot of people skills, and it's not necessarily about the finance, it's the people skills, and you're also anchoring love and light and financial, just by being there, you anchor love and light in those industries. So.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Awesome. We appreciate you calling in, honey.
Oh, thank you both so much.
Thank you.
You bet. Keep us posted. Call back anytime. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye for now.
Jimmy,
Hi, Carolyn. You have a specific question for Bill?
Yes, I do. I slept on my left foot wrong last night, and my left foot is swollen. I don't know if it's a blockage, but it is swollen, and I would like healing on my foot, if it's possible.
Okay. I'll just transmit healing to your foot then. It feels like all times the weakness and the balance isn't where the pain is, so it feels like it's more in your right shoulder, but let me just transmit some energy to help you. Carolyn.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
Whenever you get feet issues too, sometimes it's about moving forward or not moving forward, and blocks in moving forward. Does that make sense, Carolyn?
Yes, it does. Moving forward. Yes.
Yeah.
So I can clear moving forward, or that's a block.
Yeah, let's just clear, transmute, to release, and dissolve with love anything and everything. And if anyone wants to participate in this healing, anything and everything that blocks us from moving forward, anything and everything that keeps us stuck in situations we don't want to stuck, anything and everything that keeps us repeating unwanted life experiences, anything and everything that we're basically replaying out the old patterns over and over again and not moving forward and getting stuck and not being able to move and not be able to shift and transform. Let's just clear all the blockages around that. And again, if they want to participate in this healing, they just have to be open to receive.
Thank you. I'm open to receiving that.
Carolyn, you're by no means the only person on this call that has this issue. So,
other people have this issue. Okay. Yeah, I want to resolve the issue. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Carolyn, you want to stand up for a minute, rock something out? I would definitely do. You don't test for heat; you test for cold. Just so you know, Epsom salts. Epsom salts lotion would help you.
Okay.
You test for non-lavender, and people are either clockwise or counterclockwise, and I get counterclockwise for you. So I'd certainly be putting it on there. All it has in it is magnesium, of course, and it will help take out of this a lot of this inflammation. I do see it as wrapped. So even if you can wrap it in an ACE bandage, that would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, okay. An ACE bandage. Okay. That's that enough.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll just think of the inflammation that's in it. Going to pull you forward to yes.
Yeah, just pull me forward.
Yeah, and I'm going to release it, delete and erase it, disentangle it all out now. Uncollapse its waves and fields surrendered into the void. Have her learn all the lessons she needed to from it. Release her from the service to it. Pull her straight back when you're done.
I'm full. It's moving back, yes.
Yeah, going backwards now to drop you off in neutral once it's done, as you know.
Okay.
Love it.
All right.
So that's what I would do. I would put the Epsom salts lotion on, non-lavender. I would do ice packs as well, or get some frozen peas, that sort of thing. That would really help you. And what Bill is doing as far as transmission goes and everything else is vastly going to help you and speed up the healing process. Make sense?
Yes, and I appreciate both of your efforts. Thank you.
Good. Well, thank you. We appreciate you calling in. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Energy, Carolyn, has risen a lot from when you first talked to now. It's risen quite a lot, and it's sort of fun watching Jimmy work. I can feel I'm yawning while he's doing the work because I can feel stuff released. So that's very cool.
I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, just dealing with it as a team. I love it. It's fantastic. It can only help us for sure. Thanks, Carolyn.
Thanks, Carolyn.
Folks, if you want to get in on the call, it's 713-955-0594. There's a lot of folks on the call, but you got to press 1 if you want to be on live. So if you're listening, we appreciate you listening. But if you have a question for Bill or myself, or you want to create some change, definitely want to press 1 so that Reverend Tiffany can pick up on you raising your hand. So, Bill, tell folks more about what you do and how to get a hold of you and that sort of thing.
Well, like when I meditate before I do anything like this, and it's really interesting. We live in a really interesting era where there's a lot of intensification of light and a lot of really crazy energies. And I really get that. Like, there's a lot of very heavy energies around the world, with the political stuff, the economic stuff, things like Brexit, things like are very interesting political dynamics in the United States. But I really got today, like when I was meditating for this call, that the intensification of light is, it's not really necessarily that darkness is growing, it's just the intensification of light is just bringing up everything to the surface that is not light. And the work I do is, I guess I basically would say I help people to raise their vibration. I was on the spiritual path for many, many years before I became a healer. I was in my late 20s, and I went through a really hard time. I graduated from a top 10 law school. I was broke, unemployed, back problems, insomnia, in a really dark place. And, I began meditating and increasing my life and my light and getting more control over my life. And then I began working with healers. But it was many years before I actually took the step of becoming a healer, and had a lot of resistance to that. I guess my own personal thing is that healers are facilitators, that the real work is done by the creator, spirit, God, goddess, whatever you call that energy, and the soul of the person you're working with. I view my job as just to sort of hold a space, an energetic space, to help people facilitate changes. But I really believe very strongly, if you get one thing from me, is that you are your own healer. You are your own guru. Don't give away your power to other people, or take away power from other people.
Right.
A lot of people who come to me, they ask questions and they already know the answers, but they don't trust themselves. And you have to love and trust yourself. That's like the key thing to creating a life that works. So, that. I guess I'm a very boring person. I do the same thing. I focus a lot on self-love. I do focus on raising your vibration. I focus on sleeping. I focus, generally I found that all my clients and people that are drawn to me are people that are a little bit behind where I am energetically, and they're just trying to catch up. So, I've never really been a healer for the masses. I generally have been more of a teacher and coach in some ways as a healer. So does that make sense, Jimmy?
It does. It makes total sense. And I see clients all the time, and they'll see me for the first time, and they're trying to make life and death decisions, or be an engineer, lawyer, whatever. And I tell them exactly what comes to you from spirit. And my joke to them always is, see, it took a stranger to tell you what you already know to be true. So there you go.
Yeah, that's one of the saddest things about human beings is we don't trust ourselves. And, I would say that like 90% of the things I work with in clients is stuff and from early childhood, actually. Like, so much of our issues come from our family of origin and the beliefs we grew up with. And, a lot of people I see just reliving their life from, just recreating all those dramas and situations from their childhood. I mean, that they haven't resolved. So,
without question. Yeah, that's huge too. Hey, we'll grab another caller. 727, Sarah, you're next. Hi. Have a question for Bill or something you need worked on specifically?
I definitely want to work on sleeping better. I fall asleep fine. I just don't stay asleep. So anything we can work with on that. I struggle with that a lot.
What do you feel causes you to not stay asleep? When you say not stay asleep, how long do you sleep usually before you wake up?
About 4 hours sometimes. Sometimes it's pain in my hip that wakes me up if I'm sleeping the wrong way, and sometimes it's my bladder because I had triplets.
Okay. So it's the insomnia is tied into other conditions too, it seems. Okay. Yeah. I'm also seeing that, like, what you're talking about really is disrupted sleep patterns, and it feels like you don't get the deepest level of sleep that you get, you get like can't remember beta, all these different ways, but I'm thinking you're missing the delta sleep wave. So, okay, and this is good because no one ever gets enough sleep, and insomnia is something I've worked on for years of myself and clients. So I just want to transfer some energies for you and also for anyone that's open to it, to clear, transmute, to release, and dissolve, evolve any blocks, resistance, or self-sabotage you may have around sleeping easily, deeply, and well, clearing out any disruptive sleep patterns, any melatonin issues, any any excess adrenaline, sleep disorders, sleep apnea, and also I'm getting like nightmares and astral travel. At night when we sleep, our soul does a lot of spiritual work, but we're not in our bodies all the time, and so a lot of times imbalances enter us through, we're not totally, our souls aren't totally embodied in the body. So let's just clear, transmute, release, and dissolve this, and we're going to do this for you and for everyone on this call or listening to this call that accepts the healing. Transmission begins. Transmission in. That's a really core issue for a lot of people. Now I'm going to just focus specifically on you because I'm almost seeing like some hormonal stuff interfering with your sleep patterns and endocrine gland systems, genetic predisposition. So let's work on more personalized healing for you, specifically around sleeping easily, deeply, and well every night. One thing that's also coming up is every time before you go to sleep, a lot of people on this call are empaths, and empaths take on other people's energies. We take on energy right and left from other people, especially we take on energy from people that we love a lot or we may not have healthy energetic boundaries with. And it feels to me like, a lot of us are taking on this stuff, other people's stuff, and then it disrupts our sleep because we don't let go and release it. So it's always a good thing to do before you go to sleep is just ask the creator, God, goddess, spirit, whatever terms you use, to clear out anything you've taken on negative, fearful, or unloving that is not aligned with your highest good and doesn't belong to you energetically. So I want to expand the healing now to everyone in this group to include anything and everything we've taken on from other people, from society, from the internet, from mass consciousness, the collective unconsciousness, the dysfunctional family of origin program, dysfunctional religious programming. Let's just clear, transmute, release, and dissolve with love. Everything we've taken on from other people, the planet, whoever, whatever we've taken on that's negative, fearful, unloving, inputs, devices, cortex, all sorts of stuff. Let's just clear it out, and all manipulation, interference frequencies as well. Transmission begins.
Please do. Thank you.
But I would definitely ask before you go to sleep at night to clear out all that stuff so that you don't draw on it while you're sleeping. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Awesome. And Jimmy, thanks for the good advice yesterday. Things seem to have gone pretty well. So I'll keep you posted
good.
on that.
Love that.
I have a funny story too, but I'll share that with you offline. It was pretty funny. So
well, I'll tell you, the irony is our TGI Wednesday newsletter coming out tomorrow is all about sleep. So there you are. So it's kind of
wow,
funny.
I'm a day early.
Touting the sleep audio MP3, you're tracking right where you need to be. You want to stand up for a second?
Yep.
Let's even do that it's safe and comfortable for you to sleep at all, and see if you go forward, back, or in between.
Now I go forward.
Yeah, so that's good. And I feel like you're in a state with triplets and relationships and work and overthinking, really hung up in some overwhelm, and it's almost like you're hyper vigilant during your sleep time. In other words, you're scared something could go wrong with one of the kids or work or the phone or the dog or any one of a dozen other things. Does that make sense?
Yeah, as you keep talking, I keep rocking forward.
So I'm going to release all that to know for you right now. It's going to pull you back when it leaves.
Okay.
Nice. And everything Bill did is really going to help you as well, of course. So they're all transmissions. It's all having to do with vibrational healing and really tapping into the universe and God, as you know God to be. So that's fantastic. So thanks for calling in today.
Thanks so much for all you guys do. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thanks, honey. Bye for now.
And that brings up something really sort of interesting, Jimmy. This last week, it's just been crazy. I mean, we have all this stuff around the Trump administration, around Syria. It's just crazy. The energies on the planet, it's just like freaking out. And I think a lot of times it's just exhausting energetically for light workers, especially to live in these times when, there's just so much stuff going on. It's like, it's very challenging at times. And
yeah, I agree.
Our natural temptation is to take it on, or, we try to save and rescue other people. And, it's just overwhelming at times to be a light worker on this planet. And, it's just, it can be very, very challenging at times.
Yeah, no doubt. I read in the newspaper today, and they said plan on gas going up 20 or 30 cents on the uncertainty of everything going on in the Middle East. Like, wow, you guys are on a stretch now. It's like, nothing's happened. Prices haven't changed for gas or oil or anything, but it's like we're going to jack the price up 30 cents because we don't know what could happen, right? Just in case.
Well, any instability in the Middle East creates automatically increases the price of gas.
Right. Well, all I could think of was, thank God.
But you have to feel sorry for it because they lost so much money 2 years ago in the gas, so you have to feel sorry for the babies. Right.
And thank God I don't own a lawn cutting company, or something that really, really, really runs on gas.
Well, they'll just raise their rates. Definitely it seems like inflation is going to be rising.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, 828's our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from North Carolina.
Hey, North Carolina. How are you today? Yeah.
I'm very blessed to get through. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. You have a question for Bill? Any type of healing?
Yeah. I have just gone through like 6 to 9 months of this extraordinary journey. And now I've been led to where I know I'm supposed to be to live. And I'm here in the absolute house that I created, manifested. And
awesome.
Now I feel stuck.
Oh, now you feel stuck. Okay.
Well, it's not really a stuck. It's a kind of a in limbo feeling, and I'm not sure.
It feels to me like you're what I call between the void, where you've created something, and then you're sort of like you're waiting for the next level and layers to bring in whatever is new, and so it's always a constant. Our souls are always interested in growth and expansion, so we grow, we create something, and then there's sort of the lull where you're sometimes walking between the voids, sort of where you're sort of waiting for the new to manifest, but. What do you want to create in the future? I guess what's your intent?
Financial abundance, and I have a lot of opportunities, but none of those will produce immediate income. So I'm like wondering what I'm going to do in the meantime before everything gets going.
Well, and it feels like some of those opportunities you're very good at manifesting and creating, and when you're really good at manifesting and creating, you have to be really, really liquid clear about your intent. And it feels like some of those possibilities, some of them are much more promising economically than others. And a lot of times when we manifest something, it comes in a different way than we expect it. And sometimes things that we are creating that we think at first glance don't fit us actually have the possibility to evolve into something that would fit us. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the way it works. I'm just wondering if there's some kind of blockage that I have to the money coming to me, or if I'm shut down to the messages because I'm so in shock of all of the opportunities, or I'm not quite sure where I am.
Okay, well, this might be a fun thing to do. One of the things I do is help people plug money leaks and stuff. So it's sort of like a little bit, is it okay to do a guided visualization, a little bit of guided visualization, Jimmy?
Oh, absolutely. Do it. Go for it.
Okay, I want everyone that wants to participate in this little adventure just to close their eyes and take some deep breaths. And you're going to be breathing in abundance, liquid golden abundance frequency with lots of angelic sparkles. The angels of love and abundance here. This could be an angelic healing in a way. I want you just to connect with your guides and angels and just ask them to surround you at this time. And as you take deep breaths in, you want to hold the breath. When your belly's full with air, hold the breath and then let it go. And as you're releasing any blocks you may have to being abundant, prosperous, and successful. And magnetizing your highest good and opening to receive anything that blocks you from that. So I just want to imagine that you're surrounded by this sphere of gold and abundance energy. And now I'm going to put down this phone. The angels are going to be transmitting energy to help you to clear any blockages or any holes that you might have in this sphere. But just imagine the sphere around you, just being surrounded with abundance energy. And I'm just going to transmit some energy and ask the angels to help us and our guides to help us to clear any leakages we might have in this bubble that lets that abundance energy go out. I'm going to put down this energy. Do that. And just feel, breathe in abundance and breathe out lack and scarcity consciousness and limitation and third dimension density and mass consciousness and collective unconsciousness, etc. All lower vibrational stuff. Breathe in love and breathe out fear and everything not aligned with love. And now we're going to double the sphere and bubble around us and fill it up to the brim with abundance light energy. And I'm going to clear the next level of leakages and stuff we have in our energetic spaces, fields, organ systems, and bodies, going beyond line and answer at this time across time, space, dimension, direction, sectors, angles. And remember, you're breathing in liquid love, golden abundance energy, and you're breathing out anything in opposition to that. And just feel that beautiful cocoon of love and light and abundance just surround you and intensify. And now we're going to double it in size again. And every time we double it, we're doubling your capacity, ability, and capability to hold, receive, embody, and transmit abundance, love, light. And I'm going to do some more clearing of any blockages and any plugs that block us from expanding out in this way. Now this expands this beautiful golden sphere of energy all around you. Just double it again. Breathe in love, abundance, prosperity, success, happiness, joy, passion. Breathe out lack, scarcity, limitation, fear, anxiety, stress, tension, and worry. Okay, we're going to do one more round. We're going to double again this bubble of abundance, love, and light around each of us. And I'm going to be transmitting energy to help clear any blockages, leakages in this bubble of abundance around us. And I'm going to do something I do sometimes with clients. I'm just going to set a command phrase for this healing. And let's just call it abundance bubble. And so anytime in the future, like if you want to connect with this energy, just say creator, God, goddess, spirit, whatever terms you use for spirit, doesn't matter. It's all intent driven, of course. Please rerun the angelic abundance bubble. The angels going to be included. So we'll call it the angelic abundance bubble. And just to help you get into this space of infinite prosperity, abundance, success. Nice. I sort of lost track of what we're doing now, but that's okay. Do you want to do any work on helping people with this, Jimmy?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. While you're doing that, I'll gladly help her. Honey, what are our choices, by the way, on your job positions or upcoming career stuff?
My own practices.
Okay. You're speaking of like healing and that sort of thing?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then, but what are my other choices? Looking at any other or
it's there's so many. There's a music venue here that I'm starting to help produce more abundance. There's a opportunity
that test okay. Your healing practice tests stronger than the music thing, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm just wanting to line them up for you, energetically one at a time.
And
so
there are a lot of light workers that struggle with abundance.
Mm-hmm.
There's a gentleman that I've met that's trying to purchase land to build a sanctuary in a like a healing garden space and a program.
That's really strong.
That is really, really strong.
Yes, that test's really strong. I mean, I don't know who your backers are or whatnot, but if you've manifested already,
I've got goosebumps all the way up and down my spine. Yeah, I just met with him yesterday, and it's
in my ear that's really strong.
It's kind of an awe moment. So there's so much to it, and I'm like, wow, that's like a big deal, and definitely something that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was led to him.
Okay.
So. Whew.
Well,
yeah.
Stand up for that.
It feels like that would lead to something else for you, too, that it would open up new doors energetically for you.
Oh, so many. You have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah. It also feels like you're meant to do your own thing, sort of, your own practice, sort of. So something that calls to your heart and that can really help a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of different things it feels like. Yeah. What's your name, honey?
Star Dancer.
Star Dancer. Okay. So if you say
I love
Star
that.
Dancer, you're gonna feel the pull forward. You say it out loud.
Star Dancer. Absolutely.
What I want to do, they're just really mentioning for you, it would be I have discernment. It's like you made it this far. You made it to that location. You made it to the ideal location to live, the ideal place to live, but it's almost like your discernment and decision-making ability and your direction, your ability to have GPS and all that is kind of off track right now. So that's going to pull back a little bit for weakness. And we're just going to change it real quick, and it'll pull you forward when it comes in. And we're just changing it for you for your highest and best good right now, giving you more discernment and direction.
Wow.
And then it'll bring you back to neutral once it's done. Yeah, and you'll feel it pull, pull, pull. A lot of times people get emotional, just so you know. That's what you're feeling. And you'll pull, and then it'll bring you back to neutral once it's done.
I am so grateful.
We're thankful you called in. Really, if you're being
Jimmy?
of service to others,
I would like to mention I do a 3-group healing the first Wednesday of each month that over 2,000 people are involved with. And if it's something you feel drawn to, you could go to the website www.healingholograms.com and just sign up. It's on the front page. It's on the main page of the site. You might want to sign up to participate in that healing.
What is it? Healing what?
Healingholograms.com.
Holograms.
Okay. Yeah, HEALING, healing, holograms, HOLOGRAMS.com. And awesome. I think, too, like when you join, I think I send you like a free 20-minute guided meditation about clearing stress, anxiety, tension, and worry. So even if you don't want to participate in the group healing, you might want to get on the list for a couple of days to get the free audio. So.
Thank you so much for
thanks for calling in, honey.
Me to you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you. You're going to help a lot of people.
Yeah, you really are. So we're thrilled to talk to you today, honey. And, we love helping everybody, but we're especially excited when it comes to somebody that's going to help a whole lot of other people as well. So the more we can fan that out and really infuse that, if you will, the better off the whole world's going to be.
It feels also like it's going to be a community of healers or a community of like-minded folk and holding a lot of love and anchoring a lot of love and light for that part of North Carolina, wherever you are.
I am outside of Asheville. I am surrounded by healers. All of them.
Oh, yeah. Very high energy in Asheville.
Yeah. Yep, I'm one of them. Thank you very, very much. I'll connect with you.
You're welcome.
Soon.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Thanks for calling in, honey. We appreciate it. Yeah, stay in touch. Anytime we can help you, we will.
Yes, with gratitude.
You bet. Thanks again. Yeah, tell folks, Bill, how to get a hold of you, and also the website, of course, and some of your offerings. And what's your favorite thing to do? I mean, you've been doing it a long, long time like me. Do you enjoy the relationship thing, getting the healers back on track? I mean, money stuff, sleep stuff. We've done a little bit of everything, but what's Bill off?
I like watching people heal, grow, and expand. I like people shifting. I have a real strong intent that everyone that interacts with me is ready to really shift and raise their vibration. And that's really my passion. I don't really care how it's done. Like sometimes it's a phone call, a phone session. Sometimes it's joining one of my healing support programs. Sometimes it's ordering some of my healing and enlightenment products. I also am very keen about self-help and empowering. I do a lot of I've brought in a lot of healing modalities and tools to help healers. And one of my passions in life is to help people to get as clear as possible, because there's so much crap in this world that drags people who have magnificent paths and world service work, and they're dragged down by all the muck on this planet. So, I try to help people raise their vibration and get clear enough to do what they came here to do. And that's sort of my passion.
Love that. Well said. Hey, 917th, our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Lisa, calling from New York.
Hey, Lisa, you have a question for Bill?
Hello.
Yes, I've been very exhausted over the last couple of weeks, and I would like some healing around that.
Okay. Is there anything going on specifically for the exhaustion, or is it just general exhaustion from all the stuff that's going on energetically with the planet?
No, it's not energetically on the planet. No, it definitely has to do with change of meal plan, workload, workout, and things like that. So I don't really know what to do.
Now, are you trying to make a lot of changes? What's coming up is that you might be trying to make a lot of changes on a lot of different places, and then that sometimes backfires.
I see. Yeah, I'm trying to, I'm recreating the program at my job. I'm implementing all these new ideas, and then how do you call it? Executing them, and then I'm also what it feels like you're doing is like you're burning the candle at both ends. That you're energetically pouring all this energy to things, and then you have so many different things you're putting your energy in that you're exhausting yourself and you're going into overwhelm. So let's just clear out those energy frequencies patterns of trying to do too much and trying to be more focused. It's fine to do a lot of programs and stuff, but in some ways it's better to focus on one thing and get it done and then move to the next thing rather than trying to simultaneously change a lot of things. But let's just clear out this exhaust and overwhelm that I'm feeling in your energetic spaces. And anyone else on the call that's feeling exhaust and overwhelm, you can participate in this healing too if you consent. And so just take some deep breaths. Transmission begins. Transmission ends. You have a lot of heart energy, and and you're pouring all this heart energy into things, and it's lovely. But you just need to be
if I have one thing to say for light workers, a lot of times we get very ambitious in what we want to achieve and accomplish, and then we end up exhausting ourselves and wiping ourselves out, and then we have to go slow for, we have high energy for a month or two, and then we collapse for a year. So it's better to be more consistent, and work on, things, a little bit more gradually rather than take on everything all at once. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but a lot has to be done here. They're going through this accreditation, and they didn't have what was required. So I'm putting it all in there so that they can get the accreditation and keep this going here. Otherwise, they can get wiped out.
And sometimes we have to do that. I mean, it's...
Yeah, I have to do things. I have to. I feel like it's a must. But I also understand what, to go slow. And is
there anyone you can delegate to some of these responsibilities and execution?
Well, yes, I'm going to delegate it soon. I mean, there's not much support here in the dysfunction of this place. But
yeah, and I'm also feeling that like a lot of times people have blocks. A lot of people have blocks to delegate into.
Yeah, a lot of it falls on my shoulders because of my training and education background. So I know a little bit more about how to go about getting things done and how to do it. So there's also a lack of that happening here. So it falls on my shoulders. That's the truth.
Okay, well, I'm going to direct some energy to help with your specific situation and stuff. But
please also help me with like getting a raise for all the things that I'm doing when I'm going to ask for one in May. That's when my evaluation is going to happen. So I would like a raise for the things that I'm doing here.
Okay. So let's work on all these things that you're talking about. I'm just going to transmit energy to you. It sounds like you should be charging a lot more than what you're doing. I mean, than what you're currently doing. And it feels like, to some extent, because you don't charge, you're not like charging much. You're not valued and appreciated in a way. It feels like.
Right.
So, does that make sense?
Exactly. Yes, it makes sense. But I'm waiting for my probation to be over. Otherwise, they can fire me, easily. So I don't want that to happen.
Well, it also feel like they're likely to fire you because they really need the type of help you do. And sometimes we act in fear. It's just really, you have to be careful about selling yourself short, because I feel that you have a tendency to selling yourself short. And it also feels like they're not very likely to fire you because then they'd be really in a mess. It'd be hard to find someone with your expertise and knowledge of the company. So in a lot of ways, that's the strongest time to ask for a raise. It's when you're absolutely essential. So
just have to wait one more month, May 22nd, and
You're going to be fine with that. Yep.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Just don't undersell yourself. Ask for a lot.
I will not. I want at least $5,000 a month, at least.
Well, and this is like for light workers, we tend to undersell ourselves. I know so many healers that, they struggle to make a living because they're not charging what they really should be charging, and then they're not appreciated for what their, their gifts are. So,
Exactly. I feel that.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you want to stand up for a second? We'll rock some stuff out for you, honey. Just stand up, face north. You can just say, I feel overwhelmed. It's going to feel like somebody's pulling you forward. You can say it out loud.
I feel overwhelmed. Yes, it's going there.
Yeah, I'm going to release it, resolve it, delete and erase it, disentangle it all out now. Have her learn all the lessons she needed to from this, release her from the service to it, pull her straight back when you're done. You'll feel a wave, and then it's going to pull you backwards, hard, and drop you off in neutral.
Yes, it went back.
Love it. And you're back to neutral now. So that's us basically taking the energetic cloak, if you will, off of you for all this overwhelm. And I feel like certainly in the next 30 days, you're going to be doing infinitely better. There's no way they're letting go of you, in my opinion, for what it's worth. And you certainly are going to get a bigger raise for all that you've done. So keep that in mind.
My boss just said, she doesn't give me a lot of compliments, but she did give me a beautiful message that I took to heart. She said something like, really nice. she said, talented, committed, and invaluable employee.
There you go.
Excellent.
Some of the things she said.
Yeah.
Some of the things she said. So, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
we're gonna
you're going to
get
be
that
fun.
done. Thank you
Yep,
for
there
the
again.
healing, both of you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for calling
You're
in,
welcome.
honey. We wish you well.
Yep, I
Yep.
keep listening,
You know,
okay? Don't hang up on me.
Thank you.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Say that again? Say that again. What did you want to say?
I think a lot of this is about deserving for you too. About the money thing is,
Yes.
you have some deserving issues. So, and a lot of people do have deserving issues. Do you want me to transmit some energies to anyone on the call that has issues around deserving and being open to receive?
Yes.
Okay, let me just transmit some energy to clear, transmute, to release and dissolve above all blocks we may have to feeling worthy, loving ourselves, trusting ourselves, supporting ourselves, self-worth, self-esteem, deserving to succeed, saying yes to money, being open to receive. Okay, let's just clear any blocks, resistors, will sabotage anyone and everyone on this call that wants to participate in this healing, going beyond all that we know after this song. So this should begin.
That's what I need.
Wow. Petition ends. Thanks for the question, because a lot of people here have a lot of issues around deserving.
I know, it's horrible. God, to have this, it's not fair. It's not good for me. I do need it, I deserve it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's something I think a lot of light workers really struggle with is, feeling worthy and deserving, and it's hard for us to promote ourselves sometimes.
Yes, it is. It's very hard to promote ourselves. Very hard. Our work is good, but promotion is another notion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for calling in and listening today, honey. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
You bet. Stay in touch. Let us know. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Awesome. Bill Austin, thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thanks, Jimmy. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah. Flew by, didn't it?
It did. Hard to believe the hour has gone by.
I know. Let folks know how to get a hold of you, my friend, and we'll chat soon again.
Yeah, the easiest way is just to go to the website, www.healingholograms.com, HealingHolograms.com. And on the homepage, there's like a sign-up sheet for the 3 monthly healing that over 2,000 people participate in each month on the first Wednesday of each month. So the next one will be in early May. So
love that. Yeah, and YouTube is Bill Austin Healing, so that's fantastic. You got a huge, long...
Well, Heal with Bill. I think it's Heal with Bill.
Yeah. It comes up under a search of Bill Austin Healing for YouTube, but
you could do a search for Bill Austin Healing on YouTube. Yes.
Yeah.
Or
fantastic.
DNA activations. There are a lot of videos on. I think they're like 30, Jimmy, something like that.
Well, there's lots
quite a bit.
Of that. That's huge. Yeah. So we're thrilled to have you on.
One of my clients in England says that you're the most prolific healer I've ever known.
I love it. Yeah, you got a subscription 1.2 thousand, so subscribers, 88 videos. So yeah, it's a lot. A lot of them had 15,000-20,000 views. So it's a good thing, and that just tells you the quality.
Yeah, and I don't really even promote them that much. I just figure people who are drawn to them will be drawn to them.
Absolutely, I love it. Thanks again for being on the show, friend. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it, Jimmy. Thank you for having me. It's sort of fun to connect with another local healer.
Absolutely, and I appreciate you. Thanks again. Folks, that's our show for today. Just want to wish you that the rest of your life will be the best of your life, and remember to make progress every day. And join us here each week, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday. And it's always the Jimmy Mack Healing Show. Thanks, everybody. Have a blessed day.